Okay, today I'm going to teach you how to use the Jailbroken Firestick with Kodi and Terrarium TV. I have a couple other add-ons on it. First, the Firestick is asleep. I'm going to show you how to use the remote. Here you have your directional pad. Moves up or down. You have the home button in the middle, back button here, and the menu button here. You also have rewind, play and pause, and fast forward. You can also use the speak option on the Fire Stick. Doesn't work with a lot of the Kodi apps, but to unlock your or turn on your Fire Stick, you just hit any button and it wakes up. And as you can see here, I've got my three main apps. That's Terrarium, that's Kodi, this is Mobdro. Don't really use it a lot, but we'll get into that. First, we're going to start with Kodi. If you go into Kodi, it takes it usually just a minute to load, but since I was just in here, it loads right in. From the main menu, this is what you'll come into. A lot of this you won't really mess with, the settings, different things in there. You could mess up your stick and then have to have it reprogrammed. But if you move over, you got movies. You can go down and you have different apps to choose from. Right here you have search by title, trending, in theaters, movie list, generations, years, language, Oscar winners, just a few other things here. There's a 4K option on this, even though the Fire Stick doesn't really support 4K. And to use it, say you want to go in and watch Valerian. It takes it just a minute to load. Sorry I'm so shaky. I don't really have a way to hold the phone and do this at the same time. And what it's doing here is it's finding different websites that have this movie available. I don't know if you can see real well, but it's actually finding 4K, 1080p, 720p, SD, and then it's got the total. These will be websites that you choose from what you want to watch. You can do it from any of the apps here on the bottom, or you can just go through like I just showed you and pick a movie. It takes just a few minutes. It's like a computer. It's finding all the websites. You'll do this also with each TV show. Now here you go, you got your options, 1080p, 720p, 720p, MP4. There's just a long list of each one you can use. Usually the best quality is the 1080p. Sometimes you can't get 1080p depending on how new the movie is. You can find a lot of movies that are still in theaters, but a lot of them are foreign languages like this one's going to be. because it hasn't been out long enough for a new update. Sometimes you get subtitles in Japanese. We're going to go ahead and back out of this. Yeah, I've got the volume turned down, so. But then when you move over from your movies, you have TV shows, you have free live TV, you have sports replays, Combat Zone, Kids Zone, Spanish, Gear TV, Vader Streams. The PVR I haven't really fooled with. Music, you can listen to music. Then you're back to the main menu. You can also go into, from the main menu, you can go into video add-ons, and it'll have a stream or all your video add-ons here. If you find one that you like my certain people like Planet MMA, you can watch the UFC fights, pay-per-views. You can hit the menu button, that's the round button with the 3 lines, and you can add it to your favorites. Now, if I add it to my favorites, if you see this little star in the bottom corner, that is your favorites list. There's nothing in here because this is a new Firestick and nothing's been added yet. So if you want to add favorites, it's shortcuts, easier to find things. If you have somebody that's computer illiterate and has trouble working this, you can do it for them and show them how to use it. Now we're going to go back home. Now we're going to go into this one right here. You can't really see it too well. It looks like a television with different color lines in it. It's called Terrarium TV. This one is just basically an app that does TV shows and movies. From what I found, TV shows that I like, 5 minutes after they go off, this won't pop up. This is just the first time I've been in it. TV shows that I like to watch, 5 minutes after they go off, they're on here. You're going to start out at the blue arrow that is right beside trending. You can go down and find all kinds of popular TV shows. Same thing with these. If you go into one, you go over to season, pick which season you want to watch. That won't pop up but one time. I'm going to do episode 2. Go over to the blue arrow, or to the arrow, that's the play. You click on it. That only happens the first time too. You just hit OK and it goes away. Now you have different options loading in here too. This is just different websites. I found the higher megabytes is usually the best. If you can find a 720p or 1080p, they play better. You just click on it, hit play, and your movie will start, or TV show, or whatever you want to watch. But we're going to back out of this. Sometimes the only commercials you have to deal with is this right here when you end the show and you hit the back button and you're backing out. Sometimes it makes you wait 20 seconds. Sometimes you can just keep hitting the back button and you'll back right out and don't have to deal with it. Alright. Now, I'm back into my TV menu. If you go over to this star right here and click on it, this will add the TV show to your favorites list in Terrarium. We'll hit the back button. When you come in, you start at this blue arrow right beside trending. If you go to this white star, that's your favorites. And it has TV shows and movies that you've added to your favorites. They'll be in alphabetical order, easy to find. Back to the blue arrow that starts us off. You can go in here and pick different things. It also has Netflix list, Amazon list, Hulu list, YouTube Red. You pick by different stuff. Anything that's ever been on TV, you'll find pretty much on here. Now if you go over to this menu button, you can choose between TV shows, movies. You go into movies. There's a lot of movies. Most popular is the first option you'll come into. You can pick different things on this. Whatever you want to watch. You can also add movies to your favorites list, so you can go back and watch them later. Go back to menu. You can find a TV calendar here. The TV calendar will tell you everything that's coming on today in order and stuff you can watch. None of this is live TV. It's on right after the TV show goes off. I've not had any problems out of it so far. This is pretty much all I use is Terrarium TV. I don't really even mess with Kodi other than for the UFC fighting, and has wrestling on demand if people like WWE and stuff like that. You can watch the pay-per-views for free. I'm not going to go in depth on all that. I usually just have people call me or text me and I tell them how to use that. Now, Mobdro. Mobdro is just an app with basically you can pick whatever show you want. You can go by channel. This is live TV. So whatever's on ABC right now is playing live TV. Now when it starts, it's going to be a little laggy because it has to catch up. You have a lot of different shows, different channels you can look at. You can go over and get on the news. You have TV shows. Which if you go down through here, it's just whatever's playing right now. It's live. It's not something you can really pause and fast forward or anything like that. You have movies, sports, music, gaming, animals, tech, podcasts, spiritual, and you got others, which is just a bunch of different stuff. Kung Fu classics. I mean, there's a lot in this, but it's all live. It's not really something you just click on it and watch it. You can't pick which show or which episode you want to watch. If you have any questions or anything, I will leave email address and link. Feel free to email me and ask any questions. If you need to know anything else, just let me know, and I'll try to do more of these videos. I'm just starting out on this. Maybe I'll find something to hold the phone so it doesn't shake as much. But thanks for viewing. Hope this helps.